fun,
perfect.
and I can't wait to introduce you to my friend Jenell and talk about the upcoming conference. It's going to be in June, June 5th, 6th, and 7th. So this summit is going to gather leaders, thought leaders in many different industries. And I highly, highly encourage you to take a look at details. So you're going to see the links for the conference, for the summit below this video in description. And right now we're going to just discuss the flow of the summit. Who did you invite? Why did you come up with this idea? Who you are and why you're building it? So I just can't wait for this summit to happen and participate and share space with such an amazing people.
Anastasia, first and foremost, can I just acknowledge you? You're amazing. And I'm so
Oh, thank you.
happy that you had reached out. We connected in a program that we had did with a
Mhm.
training a while back, just in the same community. And then you reached out, and it has been like, I feel like we've been friends forever, right? It's just that natural connection. And so I love that you're here. I love that you're going to be part of our conference and just share your knowledge and your gifts and your skills. And we're so lit up about it. The conference is called the Visionary Edge 2025. It's going to be hosted in Fort Lauderdale, the evening of June 5th. I'm really excited about. We're doing a 2-hour VIP exclusive red carpet networking event. So even for people who can't make the whole event, you can purchase
Mhm.
a separate ticket just for the networking event alone. And trust me, it is a room that people want to be in. Like, guys, you want to be in this room. A lot of times what I've learned, and I'll share a little bit about my journey, but what I've learned is it's the rooms that I have placed myself in. And sometimes even when I didn't know if I belonged in that room, right? But I would show up
Yeah.
or show up uncomfortable or show up however way. And it changed my entire life,
Yes.
and sometimes we're just one connection, one conversation, one tip away from exactly what we need to like just boom, right? Just go over the
And
edge and like,
I want to comment on this because you mentioned that I reached out because I've been watching you online for a few years now. And
wow.
I've been like really and you didn't know about it, but I was inspired by you. I was inspired by your journey, by your quantum leaps because I knew you back then and I knew who you are on a side and I was always admiring, but then I just okay, I have to reach out. I have to see what's happening. And oh my God, mind blowing. And joining you on this lunch on Sunday and seeing all these incredible people and now being part of the space and now you being part of our community as well. It's amazing. So everybody who watching, I wanted to tell you, if you feel inspired, if you feel connection, you have to act on it. You just have to act on it and see what happens. Because every time I act on my inspiration, my life was quantum leaped, in one
Yeah.
area or another, right? So this
Yeah.
is exactly what the summit is going to be about. So visionary edge.
Yeah, it's so good, right? And it is. It's about like we can collapse time. So often in life, we think, and I'll just speak for myself, like I would think certain things took a certain amount of time, or they had to look a certain way, or I had to have certain things done in order for something else to happen. And, it was through all the work. So as a transformational trainer, I teach programs from Stanford University. That's all about mindset development. I know we're both into that same vibe, right? Of teaching these things,
Mhm.
because when you can get out of your own way, when you can really quiet the mind, right? Pull
Mhm.
the weeds. So think of your brain as a garden. And if your brain's trying to create new opportunities and new ideas and new solutions to problems, but if it's jumbled with like tumbleweed, right? Like old thoughts, old beliefs, old stories, like running over and over, there's no room for a new
Yeah.
opportunity or a solution to show up. So quieting the mind, and that's what I think you were referring to, Anastasia, when you're like, when you get inspired like that, right? Like that's intuition. And it's like, it's time, like do it, call,
Mhm.
go here, go there. You're literally, I call it being God led. And when I let God lead where I'm supposed to go, my intuition, like where I'm supposed to go, it changes my world immensely. And there have been rooms that I've been in that have changed my life. And so that is what creating the Visionary Edge was all about, is creating this space for others to be able to show up in this most powerful room. And this idea came, 2023, we all have our challenges in life. And 2023 was just a very, very physically, emotionally challenging year for me, overcoming, some traumatic injuries and things like that. And so when 24 came around, we'll just keep the story short. I had a flip chart and I went into coffee shops, right? I was going to teach my work. I was going to get my momentum back going. Like nothing was stopping me. Blinders were up and let's go. And I just did. And now here we are, not even a year and a half later, and we're creating these huge conference rooms, right? With people coming from countries like the UK, from Canada, with the caliber of speakers that I literally, as I'm creating like content for marketing, I pause and I'm like, oh, they're taking our stage. Like, that's amazing. And it feels
Yep.
so good in the most humble way. It's not, there's something about it that's not shocking, but there's something about it that's so full of gratitude and so
Mhm.
humbles me and has me realize that it's like, no, you showed up over and over and over again. And when life knocked you down, you got up and you got back again. Right. So some people will
Mhm.
see this and we're like, okay, we thought we had this idea 8 weeks ago to create this conference, but this conference was created, it's been 10 years in the making. So when the
Right.
caliber of speakers like James Dentley and Bill Walsh, right? And John Askew, when these guys are showing up on our stage and like you want to be here, guys, like there's so much value. They're going to teach you things in your business that you're going to, and we're going to take action in your business, right? This isn't like a show up and get lectured to for 2 days, and inspiration's amazing and so is motivation, but there's nothing better that's when it's tied to actually taking action on your business, right? And on your
Yep.
life, like while we're there. So we've been running 3-day entrepreneurial boot camps in the South Florida area. We ran them 3 times. And I looked at my business partner, Sam, and I just said, girl, it's time to grow it bigger. Like people were loving it. They were needing this. The cities were coming to us and they're just like, hey, like we want to talk to you about this. We need this program. And we realized the need, right? Like that's one of the biggest things is realize what the need is and then what is the solution you can offer. And there's nothing better than bringing together community, bringing together people who have gone even far beyond we have yet, and bringing that level of expertise into the room and making it available for the brand new person who's getting started or for the expert in their field who is making, the 9 figures already. This conference
Yeah.
is for everyone. And you mentioned the different communities, and that's big to us because business is business. Communications, communication, relationship building is relationship building, right? Getting leads is getting leads. Branding is branding. Health and wellness is just that. And we all need that in our life. And so why not bring it all together? Because there's so much to learn from one another. Your
Yeah.
biggest aha moment could come from somebody who's in a totally different industry, but the way that maybe they shifted or moved or did something in life is exactly the key that you're looking for that unlocks the door, that unleashes your success and just catapults you over the edge. And that's happening with us right now, right? There's that magical, that flow that you get into. And so we talk a lot about that too. And we teach all about, neuroplasticity and undoing the subconscious mind and having really understanding where that's coming from, because this is the foundation, right? When we
Yeah.
set the proper mental foundation, that's where everything begins. Um, so we're really lit up about it. And this is a big passion project of ours. This is a movement. It's not a one time and done, one and done thing. We're already set to go again in September and backed by the Better Business Bureau. This one time, the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce reached out to us, so we're supported by them as well. So it's amazing. It's definitely worth coming. And the price of the tickets, girl, please. Like guys, we
Yeah.
couldn't have made them any lower. Like honestly. Right? Like no one's making
Yeah.
a lot of money here. Honestly, on these tickets, I don't even mean to say it that way. It's so that people get in the door. It's so that you get your butt in the seat and change your life. Right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Flatten the
and
seat.
it's amazing how accessible those speakers are. Because as you mentioned, people that build, eight, nine, seven figure businesses already, and they're very accessible. They're right there,
Yeah.
just willing to share. And that was amazed me in the room on Sunday, and overall, just watching the community that you are part of, and now I am a part of as well, is heart-centered entrepreneurs. It's beautiful to watch how this wave of completely different approach to life and business and growth is happening, where there
Mm-hmm.
is true relationship, through sharing, through lifting everybody up. So I am so happy to see that. No competition, but collaboration. That's the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's true, right? You felt it. It's an energy. Like those
Yeah.
rooms, and that's Bill Walsh, right? That's Bill Walsh's room. What we're referring to, it's called the CEO Summit Luncheon.
Mhm.
And Bill Walsh, he
Yeah.
is my mentor and friend, and he runs these all over in various countries, right? Not even just the US anymore. And there's a magic that is created in that room. And I always am inviting people to come in that room. And I always trust that when it's the right time, the right people show up. But once you're there, and that was an extra special one on Sunday, I will say that. And I've been to many of them. I speak at a lot of them. But there was something magic in that room that was just extra that day. And it was phenomenal. There was a great group
Mhm.
of human beings in there. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about logistic about the summit. So it's going to be fifth, 6th, and 7th. So fifth is going to be a networking event.
Hmm.
Share a little bit more about the actual summit, how it's going to go, and how people can participate, and what's the requirement.
Absolutely. Okay, so the fifth, like we said, the fifth is actually at Bo's Beach in Fort Lauderdale. We have the whole upper floor. It's going to be a red carpet exclusive VIP event. If you grab your VIP ticket, it is open bar, hors d'oeuvres, or you can purchase a smaller ticket and just pay for your own drinks. And then followed by Friday and Saturday, where our mornings start out with a morning workout on the beach, right? So we have several of our expert health and wellness. We get meditation, we have Zumba, we have a whole combo that they're putting together. Actually, they're in their own group forming the most incredible morning sessions, right, for Friday and Saturday morning. The doors for the conference will open at 8 a.m. We will start promptly at 9 a.m. We have Podcast Junkies who is going to be with us. They'll be with us throughout the conference. So if you're someone who wants to be interviewed or sit and interview, because perhaps maybe you have your own podcast and would like a recording with somebody particularly that's there, that is going to be set up and available for you. We also have step and repeats. We're going to have the interviews. We have professional photographers. Anyone that is on the stage or participating or would like to have an interview, you can get professional B-roll. We'll give that out to you. So many opportunities just there. And then the speakers will take the stage. We have the keynotes, like we mentioned, Bill Walsh. You were there Sunday. You see what it's like to listen to Bill share tips and all the things. Like you can't write fast enough. And he's going to be sharing on how to build a 7 and 9 figure business. We're also going to have Albert Corey. Albert Corey's from Miami, Florida. He's been in the tax industry for, if I say over 40 years, I think that's correct. I mean, the man is, amazing when it comes to your taxes and small business and large business as well. But he has helped so many people far and wide. Lots of tax tips there. And we're going to do transformational training. Like I said, set the mental foundation. If you get a VIP ticket, your Thursday night is included. You also get lunch on Friday and Saturday. And then we're going to have things where we work on your branding. We work on your messaging. We support you in marketing. We have Roger Wakefield coming. The man is a plumber. If you type the word plumber into YouTube, Roger Wakefield's going to come up. You don't have to type his name, just type plumber. The man went on YouTube. He's brilliant. And he started to share tips, plumbing tips, right? For people at their home. He now makes like, I think $1 million a year, like just giving tips. He's no longer having to crawl under homes and work with toilets. Okay. But what he teaches is marketing and getting leads using YouTube. Then we talk about text message marketing. Like there's so many things for your business. And then Saturday is like all over again, right? There's a whole list of keynote speakers, guest speakers, the lunch, the morning workout, right? And there's networking all in between. We're also going to have a marketplace where if anyone is interested, some of the tables already went, by the way, Anastasia. I know I just sent that out to you yesterday. So we do have
Yeah.
a table spots available. I think there are like 325. It's for both days, Friday and Saturday. There's electricity available. It's a 6-foot vendor table. So if you are somebody with a business who's interested in getting your company, your brand, your products out there, please reach out to Anastasia and let her know. They are going to go quickly. There's only like 10 spots and a couple are already gone. And we haven't really even put it out there. This is the most I've talked about it, by the way. But people heard and they jumped on it, right? It's just a great opportunity to get your name, your face, and your business out there and to just be in the room with the most incredible people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, absolutely. Just can say this exactly like that. The most incredible people, most amazing, open, available, looking to serve, looking to connect, looking to help. And that feels, every single moment while you are in the room. All right, so I will include all the links. So how can you purchase
Beautiful.
tickets? Let me know if you have any questions. You can reach out anytime. If you want to become a sponsor, also that's available. Reach out and you're going to see the links for that opportunity as well. So Jenell, can you please tell me one thing? I wanted to ask you, maybe two things, but first, what is your vision? What is your dream for yourself for this year?
Oh, for this year? Okay, so this
For
was
yourself.
this is like a first quarter vision, right? So for myself is really, wow. Oh my gosh. Well, this is all myself, is it not? It's almost like self-serving, right? Doing the trainings and creating these rooms because I get just as much value as everyone else does from doing this. And really, it's about having this be the most incredible success we could have it be, and then build it even better for September, right? Because everything you do, you take your feedback of what worked, what didn't work, and what you get to add. I've been a nurse for 30 something years. I really don't know, 33, 34, maybe 35. Um, and I still have one toe in that industry. I was completely out and I went back in after 2023 because it's what I got to do. And my goal is to be able to build so greatly and support others that in this industry now that I can walk away from that fully. And it's not that I don't love people or taking care of people, but my calling has changed, right? So that's my big goal is to be able to build our Let's Go 180 business and community so vast and so great that I can pour my heart fully into this 100%.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
And if you had a chance to send a message to yourself 10 years from now, so you are 10 years younger than now, what would you say to yourself?
Oh, so like myself, the version of me, well, it's
Yeah.
such an interesting question, right? Because if I think of where I was 10 years ago, um, it was right in the middle of the transformation.
Mm-hmm.
And it was right when I decided to exit nursing, stepped out of management and all the things. I don't know. I mean, in those moments, it really would have just been to give myself more grace. Like, give
Yeah.
yourself more grace, right? I didn't know about grace. I didn't know about celebrating my wins. I didn't know these things, right? I was living in survival mode. I was still recovering from major traumas from 2000, even 11, right? Recovering, learning to walk again. I had paralysis back then. I've been hit with major like things to overcome, and I realize why now, right? It's all become my gift. But if I would have known then more clearly what it was about and that everything would be okay, it would just give yourself more grace. Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you so much. That's a beautiful message.
Yeah.
Yes, I truly believe that we absolutely need to celebrate ourselves and everything that we are doing and not doing and everything that we are. And this summit is going to be about that. celebrating your gifts, celebrating connections, relationships, and growing to the level that you truly deserve to expand your full potential and what's possible. So thank you so
Yeah.
much for jumping in for the call, and I'm looking forward to magic that we are creating, that you are creating, and I'm looking forward to see everyone who is interested, and let me know if you have any questions.
Oh, thank you so much, Anastasia. I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone. We hope you join us. It would be an absolute pleasure.
All right.